to today's market brief brought to you by Anzo Capital. My name is Nick. Great. It's actually a new month. Yeah, we are entering a new month over here, and need to see what we did last Friday, just carrying forward, so that at least we can be able to move on ahead as we move on to the just checking what's happening or what's possibility that could happen this week. We have a couple of news lined up for today, yeah, for today and for the whole of the week as well, including the biggest, the most volatile news in the financial market, which is the NFP coming on this Friday, right? And we'll be hosting it live. We're gonna be live here or at Enzo Capital Kenya, the YouTube channel. We're gonna be doing it live. We're gonna do a live trade on it. We're gonna learn how to do the fundamental analysis, how to basically just understand the fundamental itself, and how it affects the market. So we're gonna be watching it live. You may want to join us. I'm gonna be putting the link over here to register. So in the description, we're gonna put the link. Check it out, and we're gonna be make sure you secure a seat over there, and let's do it together, right? Let's do it together. Let's trade the data, not the drama, and let's get to it, right? So that's the most anticipated news of the month. Basically, every month NFP comes out every Friday, so the market brings volatility every Friday, and you should actually be prepared to catch it, right? So, right, we say success is when preparation meets an opportunity meets a preparation, right? So we're gonna be ready for that. Make sure you're ready, and let's get it. Okay. So checking on the screen over here, you can see what we did on EURUSD on Friday, and everything was super successful. Honestly, I don't trade Fridays, but this Friday was crazy. I was not in any trade. I was just looking to see how the analysis played out, but it was just amazing. It was just amazing. I was just looking at it and I was like, I wish I wish you guys picked the orders, because I don't like trading on Friday. For me, that doesn't work for me. One of the most important things that I usually say when you come in to trade is actually the psychology bit, where you get to understand yourself, right? You need to also factor in that you're a person and you have your preferences and you have things that work for you and those that don't work for you, right? So cutting down the noises is basically, and bit of risk management as well, is when you're able to cut away things that don't work for you and build on those that work for you, right? So now for me, in my analysis, if I look at my previous trades that I've traded on Friday, the chances are most of them usually end up in a loss. So I just factored out, like, you know what, I'm not gonna be trading on Fridays. It doesn't work for me, because I end up making profits probably the whole week, and then I end up losing almost half of the profit, or all of it on Friday. And I was like, no. I mean, I don't really. It's not casted on stone to trade on Friday. That's me. I mean, so now bit of you understanding yourself and the psychology bit is getting to a place where you understand what works for you and what doesn't work for you on the other side, right? So get to know yourself. It's the whole difference between you getting profitable and actually playing in the market, just gambling in the market, right? So yeah, so this is what we did. A quick analysis on it. There's a breakdown over here. It was super nice. After we just finished the news, the analysis over here, I stayed in just to check, and I saw this candle close very well below here. See this candle? Closed just very well below the level that we had said. And we had the next candle push up as well, get rejected, and then closed as a doji. A doji signals that there's a continuation of the trend. So the current trend at that time was downtrend over here. So that shows that it was a sure bet that this market is going to push down. And immediately after that, I almost took the sell, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna jump on my rules. I'm not gonna break my rules. So it went down very well over here, pushed all the way down to this point. Then there was this formation of an indecision candle over here. The indecision candle came in to bring a retracement on top over here, and then there's a continuation to push all the way down, right? So you could have waited over here if you had the patience and just had it go up over here, and while it's here, execute another sell and go down with it. or you could have just left from that point. I mean, you can always close the order as well manually. It doesn't really have to hit stop loss or take profit for it to close. Actually, you can close manually as well. But don't worry about that. We got that covered. Again, we're gonna be doing a webinar that's gonna be on the 13th. The 13th of this month, we're gonna be talking about how to set up your MT5 or your trading platform as a pro. So we have good stuff lined up for you. NFP this Friday. Next week on Wednesday, 13th, we're gonna be doing the setting up your trading platform as a pro. We're also gonna be going through the Anzo app as well. Yeah. So there's some good stuff for you to keep up. Check it out. Check them out. All right. So yeah, the buys also came in a bit later on in the New York session and so forth and so on. And that's what happened with the Euro USD. What happened on the gold over here? So the GOLD, which is the XAU USD, we have this breakdown over here. Then there's this candle that went down, go up, got rejected again, formed as a doji over here. So the market continued pushing down. So your entry for sales would have been from the beginning of this candle over here, and then stop loss just above this area, and push down to this point. I told you there's a clean move on the left over here that we needed to just cover it up, and we got it. We covered it up. So as well, it was a super successful Friday. One day. All right, so check on fundamentals. What do we expect? I think there's a deal on Amos. Trump is just another person. All right, so today's on that. Let's check a quick overview on the whole week, what we expect, basically the high impact news that we expect. 5 p.m. on USD Monday, we're going to be having the ISM manufacturing PMI. It's going to be there. Definitely, this is a big news. It's going to move the dollar. It's basically about if you want to understand more about it, all you need to do is click on that and just see it's the level of diffusion index based on survey purchasing managers in the manufacturing industries. All right. So it's a leading indicators of economic health. Business react quickly to market condition, and their purchase managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight of the company's view of the economy. All right. So it affects the economy directly. That's why it's a high impact over here. It's going to be coming up today at 5 p.m. So we usually have the ISM reports usually two. We have the manufacturing and the service report. So the manufacturing report usually comes on the first of every month. If the first of the month is on the weekend, then it's going to come on the Monday, and that's why it's happening today. Then the service report comes in every third day of the month, right? That day of the month. And again, now from the third day of the month, now since this one is coming, the manufacturing is coming today, so you can count 3 days later. Probably Wednesday or Thursday should be getting we're going to check it. We're going to be getting the ISM service PMIs coming out, right? Tomorrow we have the JOLTS job opening again. It's going to be showing us the jobs that are opened, or the openings, the vacancies that are there, number of job opening during the reported month, excluding the farming industry. Of course, if the numbers are greater than this, then it's good, right? If the numbers are less, then it's bad. It means that the economy is not really doing well. So if the number of jobs increases, that's really good, actually. Yeah. All right. On the NZD on Wednesday, we have unemployment change and unemployment rates. Like I said, unemployment is one of the biggest drivers of an economy. Employment or unemployment news, basically all of them. It just depends. Just one is negative, the other one is positive, right? So it really shows or dictates or can really give you a hint on what the economy or how the economy is performing by just looking at the employment change or unemployment rate that is there. If the unemployment rate is high, then it means they are not really performing. The economy is not really performing well. If the employment rate is high, then it means it's good again, right? So you have to know there's unemployment rate and there's also employment change or employment rate. So one is positive, one is negative. Don't confuse those two. Yeah. All right. It's gonna be coming out tomorrow. That's gonna be Wednesday, 1:45 a.m. Kenyan time. Then we have the ADP on Wednesday coming out. ADP. All right. This is another one for jobs. Basically, it's just to pave way for the NFP that is coming out, right? It's the estimated change in number of employed people during the previous months, excluding the farming industry. Again, that's going to be coming out. That moves the dollar as well. It's medium impact, though. It's not really high impact. Then we have the ISM. This, yes, one is, you see, 3 days later, we have the ISM reports, PMI. It's going to be coming out. There's a service PMI coming out. Unemployment claims on Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to be having the unemployment claims coming out. Again, the number of people that are claiming unemployment, right? So there's a number of individuals filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week, all right? So these are the people that first time, probably they just lost their employment last week. So they're claiming for unemployment insurance for the first time. All right, Friday, heavy day on Friday. Again, we have employment change, unemployment rate for the Canadian dollar at 3:30 p.m. At the same time, we're going to be experiencing the average hourly earnings, the non-farm employment change, and the employment rate of the USD coming out at the same time. So that's going to be heavy. This is the NFP. It's going to be coming out. It comes out every first month of the or first Friday of the month, and this is going to be the first Friday of the month. So we're going to be doing it live, like I said. I'm going to be sharing the link later on the comments and the description as well over there, so that you can register, book a seat. We're going to be doing it live on YouTube on this same channel over here. So yes, please, let's get all planned very well. Let's get all booked and let's meet there. Let's do it. Let's trade it together. Get your accounts ready. Let's do it. We're going to be doing a top-down analysis all the way monthly, going all the way down. So I'm going to be covering everybody, whether you're a position trader, swing trader, day trader, a scalper. Everybody's going to be covered on this. And ask as many questions as possible as well. Come with the pairs that you want us to review on the same for the NFP. Probably pairs that have something to do with, or they're paired with the USD, of course, because the news is going to be affecting the dollar. All right. So come up with this. By default, I'm going to be doing the XAU USD, the gold, and the Euro USD. So you can add as many others as possible. We're going to be starting 30 minutes before the news. And then after the news, we're going to stay in 30 minutes just to do a review of what happened and answer the questions as well. Yeah. So everybody's welcome for that. Everybody's welcome. All right. So we go back to our charts and see what we have for today. Let's start with the Euro USD top-down analysis on it, monthly, all the way from monthly, bring it down all the way to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and see how the market behaves. Okay. Seems like it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. All right, get out of here. All right, let's go. Okay, so here, there we go. There we go. Good. See over here? This is amazing. Monthly support over here, resistance over there, up over there. We go down now to observe. This is gonna be the weekly high. It was broken. At least last week's candle closed very bullish. So we are here right now. This is the next available area of resistance that the market is facing right now. So that's the weekly resistance. Weekly support is still over here. Readjustments, simple readjustments over here. Put it over there and see how the market is now. You can see it broke above this point. This was the previous over here, the weekly high over here and the daily high, but got broken very well. Candle closed above. The next one came down to the same point, got rejected, and closed it as a doji, meaning continuation to go to the upside over here. Now, yes, I have to consider this area where the market is right now. Why? Because I see these two candles over here that got rejected at the same point. This candle got rejected, this one got rejected. And since we're looking for either potential to go up or go down, so I'm going to put it over there and then go down to 4 hours so that I can try to capture any move that may be wanting to form itself over here. So this is the area that I'm calling the 4 hours high. 4 hours low is going to be about this area over here. Then we're gonna be doing that in this over here. Yes. All right. Pull it up like that. It's good. It's good, man. It's good. There we go. All right. See this? Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Oh, this for the structure looks really nice. See, this structure looks very nice. Look at this. The way the market's going. And this is how gold moves. Usually does an impulse, retracement. An impulse, retracement. Impulse, retracement. So let's see where we're gonna go get the next impulse if we can get to execute on it. And yes. Uh, there we go. Okay. Go down to 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. This is the high on 30 minutes. I know we are getting in, we're closing in, but okay. There we go. All right. Let's go. This looks nice. So 15 minutes, even if you do it, doesn't really make no sense as much. So what we're gonna do is look for potential areas that we can grab in the buys and the sells. I know if I want to base buy from this point, to be honest, this point is worth it. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's do it. You know what? Yeah. Sorry, man. I know some. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, yes. Yeah. Bless me. Thank you. Potential buys above here. All right. Yeah, man, this is a whole potential move that could happen over here. We're not gonna ignore it, but potential sales may happen below this point. Sales below over her. It's gonna be nice. Ooh, structure looks really nice for the USD for today. So that's what I'm gonna be keeping an eye on. But actually, uh, yeah, this will be the most. This will be the best area to be broken. But then again, there's this area as well. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see how that kind of closes. Below that point, you're gonna take a sell. Well, this point, you're gonna take a buy and see how the market's going to happen. So that's Euro versus the USD. Let's go to the gold. Same analysis, different pairs, same approach, different results. Get it? Ooh. All right, let's go. So monthly support, monthly resistance. We got a weekly over here. This is our weekly resistance. No, I'm just marking these areas just for my own sake. I just like to visualize how the market looks like. So the daily highs over there, daily lows over here. Go down 4 hours. Let's see what we can get for 4 hours. We have this as the 4 hours high, 4 hours low over here. Right. Go a bit more further down and see 1 hour. Let's see. We got a 1 hour. That's the 1 hour high, 1 hour low over here. All right, makes total sense actually. That means this is gonna be the highs over here, which is quite close to the 1 hour. So yeah, still 15 minutes. Yeah, honestly, at that point, I'm not gonna force them to. I'm gonna use this one. I know the only it's too close for over here for me to see that I'm gonna want to do a buy from above here to go to this point, so it doesn't really make sense. What makes sense a lot would be buys from this above this area, probably TP1 over there too, continuation and so forth up to that point. In terms of the sales, I want to see something happening below that point. And probability we could, if we have some good pressures, we expect at least push to this point over here. Let me do it like this. Right to this point over here. Position over here. Push it to this point. And all right, so we got a potential buys above this point. Above here, potential sells below here. Right, so that's how it is. Look at this. Super amazing. We're gonna be looking at the whole no trade range over here. I'm not gonna touch nothing over there. But above this point, yes, buy. Below this point, yes, buy. So that's what basically I'm gonna be looking at today. I'm not looking to force any market to move. So I'm gonna trade what I see, not what I want to happen or what I think should happen in the market. And that's usually my slogan: trade what you see, not what you think. And let's see you tomorrow and do a review on the same, right? Remember, risk manage your accounts very well. Always use a stop loss or whatever the risk management measure that you're using, but always have one in check. Get your mind right, the mind of a trader, and trade what you see, not what you think. All right? See you guys until the next one. Bye-bye, guys.
On the court or in the markets, performance is everything. That's why Anzo Capital is helping to power your trading game. Now official partner of the Phoenix Suns.